He tested positive for THC multiple times while on bond, and the judge was ready to lock him up. But his lawyer showed that he's been testing regularly, working 2 jobs, and taking care of his kids. The officers he disrespected even supported him so he wouldn't miss picking up his children. Because of that, the judge continued his bond but gave him a very serious warning to fix his attitude, sign the release forms, and either stop using marijuana or get a medical card. Basically, he got one last chance.
Your Honor, he is drug tested November 7th, November 9th, November 22nd, which is consistent with random testing once a week, which was initially ordered. The issue is he needs to have these results provided to community corrections by signing a release of information. And if the court is so gracious as to continue his bond, I would make sure that is done. That said, we have no result for the November 22nd date. And I think the bigger issue here is Mr. Wilson tested positive for THC in the first 3 samples he provided, and he expects he'll test positive for THC in the sample he just provided. I spoke to Mr. Wilson, and he is going to take the steps to either get a medical cannabis license or refrain from using marijuana while he's on bond. And he understands that cannot use marijuana while on bond. Your Honor, I would ask the court to consider continuing his bond based on the fact he's made his 2 court appearances. He has not been charged with, or he hasn't been convicted of any crimes in, it looks like, about 10 years based on my review of his criminal history. Mr. Wilson is a father. He has 2 young kids. And when I went back to speak with him, his number 1 concern was making sure those kids get picked up from school. So we did make arrangements to make sure that happened. Mr. Wilson works 2 jobs. He works for DoorDash and Uber in addition to currently building his home business. Your Honor, I would ask the court to consider continuing his bond. I don't believe he's a threat to the public. I don't think he's a flight risk. And with these bond violations, he's going to get compliant with his bond.
He's going to what?
He's going to get compliant with his bond and remain compliant with his bond.
What I should do, Mr. Wilson, is I should lock you up for a couple of reasons. One, you're in violation of your bond, but at least you've been testing. Explain to me something, though, because your counsel makes a good argument about kind of letting you go and letting you do these things. Explain to me, when I sent you back, why you had to act like you did.
I didn't act like anything.
Mr. Wilson. Your Honor, when I spoke to Mr. Wilson.
What were you telling these officers? Because all they're doing is following my order. So if you want to maintain that you did nothing, then we'll maintain that and I'll just make my darn decision. They do not deserve to in any way be disrespected.
I apologize for my outburst of what I may have said. At the moment, because someone used my name, I'm going through this instance, so I'm totally innocent. I'm being really drugged through the mud because of this. So I'm very frustrated. I'm sorry, Your Honor.
I get it.
So
Is that anybody in this room's fault?
I take accountability for my action. I apologize for the way I acted. There's no excuse, but it's just so much on me right now. It's just, I've never been to Ann Arbor in my life. And the 2 times I've been here, I've been in cuffs both times. And I've never been here in my life.
Maybe, can I just say this? Maybe what you should do is just check your attitude. And I'm dead serious about that. Because when I found out what happened back there, you weren't going to see the light of day through Thanksgiving.
I understand, Your Honor.
And you know what's funny about that is? It was the people you disrespected that even started me maybe changing my mind about where you should spend Thanksgiving. Because while
So the judge almost sent Wilson to jail because he kept testing positive for THC and had attitude issues with the officers. But when the court heard he's a hard-working father with 2 young kids and that he actually apologized, things changed. Even the officers he disrespected defended him so he could go home to his children. In the end, the judge gave him another chance but warned him that if he comes back with the same behavior, he'll go straight to jail. It's basically a wake-up call for him to straighten up or lose his freedom.
they got that, didn't they?
Yes.
And they made sure that you could do. That's the only reason that you're still back there right now.
I understand, Your Honor.
Think before you start doing stuff, all right?
Yes.
And I realize you may be frustrated by this whole process, about everything that's going on.
Totally, Your Honor.
Young man, give it a chance to just work itself through. Because acting the way that you're acting now, those kids are going to be without dad.
You're absolutely right, Your Honor. These couple of hours away from him has been a lot.
Yeah. And think about it if it were just a few days. Because again, that's where you were.
Understand, Your Honor.
Are we adjourning this out?
Your Honor, I would request that this matter be set for examination.
So the discovery is complete. You have it.
I believe so, Your Honor.
People have their witnesses available the 23rd.
We will try for that date, Your Honor. One of my officers, I'll have to double check with him, but I'll try for that date.
Preliminary examination in person, December 23rd, 2025, noon. That's before me, Mr. Wilson.
Thank you, Your Honor.
So you will have an opportunity to show me if you can use your head about this.
You're right, Your Honor. Yes.
You hear me?
Yes, 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 sir.
And if you come back here before me and that's not it, we're going to have a problem. And when I have a problem with people, who wins?
Probably you do most of the time.
Probably in here, always.
Yes, sir.
Thank you, Your
Yes,
Honor.
excuse me. Is there anything I need to sign before? Because that's the whole problem we're having here.
What do you mean?
I'll make sure the appropriate releases are.
Oh, the release. I don't have the release. So here's what you got to do, young man. The place that you're testing,
Yes.
you've got to get a release. Then the public defender can help you. You got to get a release to them to release the result to community corrections.
Okay.
Okay. The other thing you got to do is you got to get on that medical marijuana card so you're not in violation there.
Okay.
You got it?
Yes, sir.
So it's really simple. Don't mess it up.
Yes, sir.
Let your bond continue. And you know what? Those 3 folks around you, you need to thank them for your freedom.
Yes,
Because
sir.
I wasn't going to do it.